to the Better Call Sukan podcast with me, �12𝙇𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼, and my guest host for today. Can you just say hello?
Hi, what's up?
Yeah, all right. So, can you? I'm going to introduce who's my guest for today.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
So, welcome to the show.
I forgot to adjust this properly.
Oh, adjust? Okay,
It's okay. Yeah, okay. Can.
Boleh
Boleh. Boleh, boss.
Okay, welcome to the show, Mr. �12𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼,
What's up,
my
man?
boy.
What's going on? It's been a while.
It's been a
I
while.
haven't seen you in years.
Okay, basically, Kai and I, we go way back lah. Kita orang, we did Ola Bola together.
Yeah, did our hair together as well.
Did our hair together.
We literally did our hair together.
Time tu kita punya rambut panjang.
80s hair, getting that length.
During the theatre musical
gosh.
dekat Istana Budaya. And now he's here with me today.
Yes.
We're not going to talk about football, right?
No, we're going to a better, cooler sport. A cooler sport. Let's go.
It's new. It's a new sport. And
Taking the world by storm.
Yes, it is. It's the next big thing. That's what I'm hearing. And personally, when I knew my producer, Nut Boy, told me that this spot is I'm gonna have this episode. Firstly, I was like, what? And are you serious? Benda ni sports ke? And then we met with the guests also prior from this, and it's like it was really interesting and looking forward to know it, and for you to be on with me anchoring this, because I know you are the one yang you will have these questions, and I
do
know
have burning questions.
Yes, for this. So what is the sport that we are going to speak about today?
Okay, so a little bit of context. Arif showed me, he talked to me and said, hey, would you like to be a guest on this podcast? I've got a couple of topics and sports I'm going to talk about. There was rugby and this other thing. And I was like, oh, whatever. And then I saw pillow fighting. I was like, what is that? What is this? I want to know more about this. I don't care about rugby. Give me this option. And he's like, okay, let's do it. And I was sold. I've been very excited to talk about. So we are here to talk about pillow fighting, and specifically the Pillow Fight Championship, which is an organizational body that conducts a sport worldwide, professionally.
Yes. So, tanpa membuang masa, without wasting any more time, Mr. �12𝙊𝙾𝙄𝘼, can you introduce to us who is our guest for today?
Yes. Well, here we have Thomas Elferis. Did I pronounce that correctly?
Dude, that was awesome.
Thank you.
Man,
Cheers.
Very nice.
Thomas Elferis. He is the Chief Business Development and Licensing Officer of Pillow Fight Championship, who is spearheading the organization into Southeast Asia and starting here in Malaysia itself.
Yes.
I hear Thomas is an avid sportsman. You do ice hockey and boxing, and in his spare time, I hear you rescue dogs.
Oh, wow.
Is that correct?
I'm
Am I correct
totally
in saying that?
impressed.
Yes.
Absolutely. My son and I actually is right over there.
Yes. Hi, Elisha.
Yeah,
Elisha's
Elijah is here
in the
also.
corner.
His son.
I'm super impressed by that. Thank you very much.
No
for that.
problem.
Thank
Pleasure
you
having
so
you here.
much for being here, representing PFC.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, as what Kai said, you have a lot of things.
We'll get to them.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And
We'll definitely get to them.
yeah, but today we want to focus on Pillow Fighting Championship. As we can see, if you're watching on YouTube or on our Reels or TikToks, you can see the pillows is over here. It's a legit pillow. I'm gonna pegang the pillow.
Yeah.
So it's kalau
Definitely sleepable. You can sleep on it.
yes, I'm hugging the pillow
And knock
now.
someone out.
Yeah, you use this not just to let your saliva drool on it, but it's using to knock
to knock
people
out your opponents. Yeah.
Yes, so this is pillow fighting, right?
Yes.
Yes.
That is the actual kid's pillow.
Yes. Okay, but before we want to speak about pillow fighting and like why we want to why you want to expand the awareness of pillow fighting in this country or even in this region, we want to know about you actually, where Kai has given a bit of teaser.
Yeah. We want to know the full
You gave the
shabam.
sizzle there.
Give it a sizzle a bit.
Just a
But
I got
little-
goosebumps.
yeah, from the humble beginning, like what made you personally love sports in general?
Yeah, so I grew up in New York City.
New York.
Yep, New York,
Do you know
New York, baby.
Kal? You know Kal?
Yeah, Kal is the actual guy, right?
Yeah.
The representative as to why we're actually here.
Yeah.
We got in touch. Yeah, we met up. Super cool dude.
Yeah. He's from New York too.
Yeah, NYU, right? Right? Yeah. He's got that that sweater going on there. I'm like, oh, dude, you're from New York? He's like, well, you know, I'm like, you're from New York. There we go. He's got that vibe. But anyway.
All right, yes.
So we got in touch, and he introduced me to the concept about new sports and grassroots efforts. And I'm like, yo, this definitely fits. This
Okay.
is like a perfect match.
So how did you started when you were in New York? You said just now you want to continue like your love towards sports. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it pillow fighting first, or was it? Yeah. What was the first one?
Was ice hockey or boxing? Which one was it?
Yeah.
So my parents worked nonstop. My mom was a banker.
Okay.
My dad owned a couple of newsstands on Wall Street. And I guess, you know, classic, they didn't have too much time. And so my dad's mother, I grew up with her. I call her my nanny, right?
Okay.
She was a saint, amazing woman. And so I remember it was a 3-bedroom apartment. And one of my dad's brother, his name is Ernie, who was like my second father. We would go in the back and just, you know, like he'd have his television and watch football and ice hockey and the New York Rangers. I got captivated at such a young age. And I love the goalie position, to be honest with you. So 94 comes around. I think I'm in 5th grade then.
Okay.
And then we win the Stanley Cup. I'm like, I want to be an NHL player. I think
Hockey.
I can do this. Yeah, absolutely.
Is it ice hockey or what?
Ice hockey.
Ice
totally.
hockey.
Ice
Yeah,
hockey is
yeah.
the brutal one, dude.
Okay. Okay.
It is.
You smile, you got no teeth in it. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah. They do scrimmage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's intense.
So, you know, I got started at a later age on ice, but I played roller hockey. I think I started around 12 years old, something like that. So normally you're about 4 years old if you grew up in Russia, you know, joke. But anyway,
Okay.
and they're born
Start
on
young.
skates, right? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And so anyway, I picked it up, I guess, kind of fast. So I played left wing because I'm a right-handy. I'm
Okay.
a right-hander, and you know that off shot kind of thing.
Okay.
I said, man, it's fun, but I'm more of an assist guy,
Okay.
and I wasn't necessarily the fastest. So I said, maybe I'll play defense. So I tried defense. Same thing. I didn't have a slap shot. I had a really good wrist shot. So I said, wait a minute.
What's the difference between a slap shot and a wrist shot?
Yeah, good question. So a slap shot is you come back with your momentum and you release into it. And then with a wrist shot is it's like a quick flick of the wrist.
But
So-
how long did you play ice hockey?
Oh man, I played, let me think here, anywhere from 10 to 13 years, something like that.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah. So then I made the switch to goalie. What made me do this? I remember during the Stanley Cup final,
Okay.
𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙇𝙎 was having a penalty shot against Mike Richter at the time. And it was like the series was on the line, and Mike Richter came up with an amazing split save, and that was it. I said, I want to play goalie.
Okay.
Not only because like I'm not the fastest or any, I fell in love with it. I said, you know what? I can do this. My intuition said I can do this. So then I would literally, before I would go to bed, I would watch plays and envision plays before they would happen, and you know, call about manifestation and so forth, right?
Yep.
It would actually happen during the game. So then I would watch other goalies like 𝙁𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙇𝙎 and Patrick 𝙎𝙊, and I tried my best, whatever my best was at the time, to, you know, like,
Emulate them?
yes, thank you
Try
very
to
much.
replicate or be.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. So
So-
anyway, got to,
Yeah.
I went to college, played some college hockey. Politics happened. I said, okay, this is fine.
Okay.
You know what? I was scouted as one of the best players in New York State at the age of 16. I won some awards. Never a team championship, but individual awards.
Yes.
I said, you know what? That's cool. You know, we're gonna call it a career, I guess you would say.
Okay.
But I guess second highest level, something like that. Yeah.
Wow.
Awesome, dude.
Thanks, man.
That-
That's
I mean,
the
like,
hockey part.
That's like actually that in itself could be like a whole topic.
That's a whole thing.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Journey through different sports, because most
Right.
people talk about their journey through a single sport, right? But
Yeah.
rarely do we get to meet people who are
Venture
successful
into
and venture into
more
different
one
things.
or
Because
more.
You trained with Amanda Serrano as well?
Yes, you guys. I'm super. Where's the camera? Where's this camera? Right over there?
Yeah, all three cameras.
You've been,
They know their okay. Over there. They know their. I love this.
So
Absolutely love this.
The fact that you've been able to transition through different things, and now you are expanding honestly one of the biggest sports happening in this century.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Pillow fighting is literally taking the world by storm, and I love that you guys recognize that. Brought it up to before we even started here.
Yes.
We recently just had an event out in Paris, France over last weekend.
Wow.
Yeah,
At the
totally.
time of this recording. Yeah.
With IKEA,
Okay.
McDonald's as well. Amazing event. A lot of publicity, but more importantly, it shows that there's a demand within community to not only for like individuals, right?
Yeah.
But as family bonding, right?
Yeah.
And I think that, unfortunately, is a lost, if you call it a lost art, it's just lost these days.
Okay.
And it's so funny because we live in such an interconnected world, especially with regards to technology and so forth, but we're so disconnected.
Okay.
And one of my goals
Is
out here, Steve Williams, Steve Williams is the owner, founder of Pillow Fight Championship.
yes.
Yep.
And he's a brilliant individual.
Okay.
Without him, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, Dave. Much appreciated.
Cheers, Steve.
Wow.
Yes.
So
Just
we
wanna make
already
sure
have,
that's-
ladies and gentlemen, to everyone that's listening, that's a bit of teaser about Thomas in general, and also how his venture towards ice hockey, and then how he gave a bit of teaser of like who's the founder of Origins of
Yes.
PFC. So Kai, why don't we go straight to it and ask?
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to add anything else about your sports childhood? Any other things?
I'll summarize it. One wall handball played against the wall. It's a blue
Yes,
ball.
that was another one. Forgot to mention that, but yeah.
Ask it. Go ahead. Whatever you want.
No. I forgot that. Yes, though.
Yes.
It's a very niche sport, especially in this part of the world. One ball handball.
One
Yeah.
ball.
So
Sometimes it's confused with like team handball.
Yes.
Yeah. So one ball handball is a blue ball,
Blue ball.
rubber ball. You smack or you throw it against the wall. You hit it, right? It's kind of like squash, but with your hand.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
You hit it to
Against the
opponent against the wall.
yes, and it's you have your long lines, short lines, out of bounds, and so forth.
Okay.
Very much like squash.
Okay.
Very urban sport, very accessible, inclusive for almost anyone, if not anyone, right? So I'm a world handball champion, represented Team USA in 2009.
Nice.
Thank you very much. Before that, in high school, went to Francis Lewis High School in Queens. Shout out to the Patriots, baby. Won them their first ever individual and city championship.
Wow.
So that was fun. A lot into Amanda Serrano.
Yes,
I
Kai
train
said.
with her and her team. They're amazing. Cindy, her sister's a pioneer. Jordan, her manager, her trainer, well, her co-manager. The guy's a beast. This guy's amazing. And that's why Amanda is the way she is. She's a dynamite individual. And hopefully one day we can rekindle and maybe perhaps work together.
Okay.
Incredible.
That's a beautiful way to wrap up about your sports loving life and like your journey.
Thanks.
And now the one that we've been waiting for, Pillow Fighting Championship.
Yes.
For the first time ever, maybe in Malaysia.
Definitely for me. So
Definitely for me also. I don't know if any sports journalists out there in this local country have covered Pillow Fighting Championship yet. But for Better Call Sukan, again, this is the newest sport that we are going to cover. Thank you for being here to talk about this. So we want to ask you actually, what is pillow fighting?
as a professional sport.
Yeah.
Can you be a little bit more specific if you don't mind?
Like, can you describe what pillow fighting as a sport is to the random,
listeners.
to an audience member? What are the basic rules? How does it work?
Or maybe if you want to start with the origin of the pillow fighting, how is it starting?
Pillow fighting is the oldest sport known to man. Whether it's the ancient Romans, absolutely, oldest sport. You would never guess it, but it's also. All right, let's think about this, right?
Okay.
What is the number one thing that you own that most of the time you're with, whether it's at your house, maybe traveling?
I think it's a pillow.
Right. Could be a
Just
pillow
a
there.
hunch, you know.
Maybe I think.
I think so. Just a hunch. Okay. No, fair.
Yeah.
You don't think about it, but it's there.
Yeah,
It's there, right? It's just there.
Okay.
So, again, along back to Steve Williams, he's brilliantly took this natural, I don't know, call it like the symbol of the world, a pillow, right? And he's turned it into this fun, innovative, and I think it started off a niche sport, but now it's becoming more mainstream.
Okay.
Because, there's a lot of skill behind it. And when you look at it, say from afar, or, whether it's streaming or on broadcasts and so forth, right? You're like, number one thing is, dude, this is real? Like, oh shit. And then when you are at a live event or when you're holding a pillow and you get into it, you're like, wow, this is amazing. And coming from the boxing background, right? I would equivalent this to like 30 minutes of shadow boxing with 2.5 pound, dumbbells.
Okay.
That's how much, like, there's different masteries of life, different levels of life, right? I think we can agree to that. So depending on what your motivation is, if you want to, say, reach your maximum potential, right? What do you have to do in order to become like a Hall of Fame pillow fighter, right? And I would say that you can be good, great, depends what your aspirations are. But the overall sport, there's so much conditioning and stamina and technique behind it. I mean, literally, you can sweep someone off their feet in a fight, okay, with the pillow.
So basically, yeah, you said the pillow fighting has been around. I mean, everyone needs pillow. But like the pillow fight championship, when did it start? Like what year actually?
2020, 2021.
2020, 2021.
So just out of the COVID sort of period.
There's such a huge demand because we'd had been on lockdown. I mean, my son and I, we were living in Mexico at the time, Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. So we'd hear different stories. But the world was on lockdown.
Yes.
The world was very stressed. And, like we wanted to be kind of like that beacon of light to serve that sports and entertainment gap, to fill the void.
So it started in the States.
Yes.
And
in Florida.
In Florida,
Yes.
by Steve.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. How about so before that there was no rules. It was not in place for a pillow fighting.
It's not a formalized
Right. It's not
entity. Right?
Exactly. 100%. There wasn't like a governed body, regulatory, rules and regulations and things like that.
But why he wanna start a sport?
Originally.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. No, please.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Kyle.
I was just gonna say, sorry, you were saying.
Yeah, why? Like, you said pillow has been there forever with us, but
I think what's your personal connection to wanting to spearhead the operation, to coming here to be a representative of this sport,
It's a
be an
great
ambassador,
question.
if you will,
Right.
to bring it to new heights? Why did you personally involve yourself and bring yourself to the table here?
Anything that I do on a personal level here, I need to believe in it. I need to have passion. I've turned down 6-figure jobs. I've turned down potential 7-figure jobs. Like, it's not about the money. If you believe in something, you have passion about something, you have to listen to that. And where it goes from there, divine timing will tell you, I guess you would say, right? Pillow fighting, for me anyway, especially having my son and so forth, it brings people together. Number one.
Okay.
I played hockey, ice hockey. I boxed, right? I come from that physical combat world.
Then that's why this
Right.
one.
So, pillow fighting, you cannot compare pillow fighting with MMA or boxing.
Yeah.
Because no one's bleeding, no one's getting CT, no one's getting a concussion.
No, there's
However,
no one? Okay.
what you can compare it as, the comparable is a competition,
Okay.
but this is friendly, in goodwill, highly competitive, and it brings people together.
Okay. Yes, you said it brings people together and it does all this. But do you mind sharing with us how it's played? Let's talk about the pillow first, lah. Is it like can I just bring my pillow at home and just go in the ring and just smack it, or you need to have a designated pillow, or how much? What's in the pillow? Is it like people say butter sock?
What is this pillow made of?
Yeah.
Right. So
we can hold it.
yeah, absolutely. You can take the.
Yeah.
Oh, right. This is the kiddie pillow.
That's the That's PFC
So
kids
kiddie
right
pillows
there.
are what ages to what age? So this is what, till 12 or 13?
Yeah, I would say give or take around there.
Okay.
Yep. Give or take. So we had to experiment with many different kind of pillows and material with regards to the insert. So we finally hammered it down to about 2 pounds.
Okay.
2 pounds.
That's
the kiddies one.
No, the adult size. Yeah.
Okay.
We found that is really good with regards to overall performing. People aren't complaining about potentially throwing out their shoulder.
Okay.
Again, something to think about, right?
Yes. You want to dislocate something.
Exactly.
Doing
How
a
did
family
that
friend.
happen, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like,
Pillow fighting.
So basically, the outside of it, Kai, what material is the?
honestly, you could just do some content on like pillow ASMR. Just like scrunch it up and just let it make sounds.
Yeah. So it's cotton lah, right? Inside.
Yeah, it's feather.
It feels like if you go
feather.
do like outdoor camping, this is something you could bring.
Yeah.
It's something that's weather resistant, sort of resistant to wear and tear. I definitely feel this is the kind of material easy to hold because this is where you'll be.
That's right.
Can you show us how you hold a pillow?
To be honest with you.
Does it matter?
No, as long as you're holding it with two, especially with regards to
You
the
need to
kid,
hold
right?
like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
It really depends on which way you want to go with it, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So we
Yeah.
talk about the pillow and like I can see by the end of the pillow, I mean, it's a Velcro, and
That's correct.
you take it out to fill in all the.
That's correct.
Is it a specific? You have to like get it. Yeah.
How many fistfuls of cotton go in?
Yeah.
No, it's nothing with regards to that, actually. Nope.
So the rule is basically there's a specific weight. You just have to fill in the weight, and you cannot put any like no rocks or
No,
whatever.
this is not wrestling where you get to, you cheat and win the championship. No,
No,
nothing like that.
okay. Anything else you want to add for the pillow only before we talk about pillow fight?
If you notice when you watch, there's like a dynamic swing, even when you hit someone, right? That's all with regards to patented actual covering of the pillow itself on the outside there. So it adds that like dynamic layer to it. Because if you didn't have that, you just swing the pillow like you would do with your brother or your sister, something like that,
Yeah.
Okay. So what's your thoughts, Kai, on this pillow only?
I mean, I would.
Like,
I feel like I could knock someone with it, but I could also sleep on it afterwards. Just all those blood stains. Just be like, it's all right. Just like my accomplishments for the day.
There you go.
Just rest my head on this blood stain.
And you can't do that with boxing gloves you could probably be
It's versatile. I'd say versatility is what
to the
I
listeners that
born in
actually
sport.
currently listening, they'll be like wondering, like because they can hear. Because I have another pillow like. Yeah, this is the pillow.
No, it's different because
Yeah.
I can imagine you're going into a match.
Okay.
And to bond and visualize your success, you sleep on this pillow or you hold on to it. I can imagine a sportsman doing that. I mean, when you play football, do you wear your shoes? Do you hold them?
No, but your
you
pillow,
put things
can,
under your pillow to make them real.
But yeah, it looks comfortable.
To make it happen.
Nampak selesa. Yes, it does. So yeah.
I do want to ask though,
The pillow. Yeah.
This is kind of in relation, but I do want to understand, how does a match work in a professional fight of
the fight
pillow
lah.
fighting?
Yeah.
So we're done with the pillow.
Yeah.
So the listeners, so basically we wrap it up again. It's just a pillow. It has a handle, and then after that,
You beat someone up with it.
you beat someone up with
but
it.
you can also sleep on it.
You can sleep with it. But now
great.
we're gonna talk about how you win or how you
how
in the
does the
duel,
match work?
How the match work with the pillow itself.
Yeah. So
Over to you.
yeah. So 90-second rounds. It used to be 2 minutes.
90-second round.
90-second
Wow, okay.
rounds. Doesn't seem like a lot, right?
No, but imagine when you're in it, it's
Yeah,
forever.
it's intense. Yeah.
Right. Right.
And you can only hold one pillow, not two.
Yeah. One.
Okay,
One pillow.
Okay,
One.
One pillow for now.
One
For
pillow
now.
Maybe they might have some General Grievous.
I'm thinking about maybe we innovated and have a tag team pillow match or something like that.
Hey.
You know what I mean?
Hey, this is a new sport. The sky's the limit, right?
Sky's the limit. Exactly.
Okay, so 90 seconds.
Yep.
How many rounds?
3.
And how does the point system work? Because
Yeah.
I know if you
Yeah.
hit the head, it's 3 points.
Oh,
Yes.
there's a so basically how do you
360.
Three-
3 points.
360, 3 points.
360?
Hit 1.
So
Oh,
you
so
have
one.
you literally have to stand,
Spin
turn
around,
one
yeah.
round,
Yeah.
and hit the head.
So that is you hit someone and then use the momentum to spin around and
Yeah.
hit them on the other side if they block it.
Okay.
It's cool to watch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. You got people doing cartwheels and flips, and I mean, it's
Jumping.
super athletic. You know, it really it expands the creativity from an athletic perspective.
Okay, for so it's you can't your contact with your opponent is not your body, but
That's correct.
just pillow.
That is correct.
Yeah.
You cannot
Touch.
knock. Yeah, there's no elbows.
But you can block with
yeah,
your
you can block.
You can
That's
block with
right.
your hand.
You can
And
block using your hand, and then is it the aim is to the face, or you can hit anywhere part of your body
Yeah.
in order to
Yeah,
win?
I mean,
Clean
obvious-
hits, right?
Right, exactly. Clean hits. Yeah. You can also sweep someone off their feet.
Okay.
You can literally like knock the pillow out of the other
Yes,
person's
I've seen that.
opponent.
And that's game over, right?
Yeah,
When
and
you hit the pillow out.
It's so rare, and it actually happened in Paris actually during one of the tournaments.
So
Yeah,
embarrassing. If I was a pillow fighter and my pillow flew out of my hand, I'd be like,
Oh, so
Yeah,
basically,
the guy's face was like,
so when you in that 90 seconds, how many rounds? 3 rounds, 2 rounds,
no, 3 rounds.
3 rounds.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
90, 90, 90, 90
longest
seconds,
90
right?
seconds of your
90
life.
seconds.
So, your objective is to hit the opponent
Yes.
using a pillow.
Yep.
Or you can also take the pillow away from the person. Is
But
it?
that's rare, you said.
Very rare.
Okay.
Very rare. Or you
And-
can sweep them off their feet as
Or
well.
sweep down the feet
Absolutely. Technique.
for them to fall.
Yeah.
So you have to be on ground. You have to stand up the whole 90 seconds and make sure you are. That means you are standing straight, and then you have 90 seconds to maintain that, and 90 seconds to make your opponent to fall, and make your opponent to drop their pillow.
I
Or you
guess.
can try and knock them out.
Or knock them out. Knock them out.
Try,
How
yeah.
often are knockouts?
Yeah.
Oh, I think we've had definitely 1, maybe 2, because
I'm
just
sure.
got gassed. You know,
Oh,
you're like,
gosh.
just got tired.
Oh,
Yeah,
just that.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Knockout. Okay. Then just now, Kai, you said that you told me also
Yep.
that it also for Thomas, you told us the listeners as well that if there's a points. Yeah. So how does
One-
the points scoring
1 point.
system work?
For aggressive, right? Hitting a clean shot.
Okay.
Clean hit means clearly no blocking. It's just a pop on the body, right? Or,
Well, if you block it,
yeah.
you're still gonna get the point there.
Oh.
Unless you dodge it, then obviously there's not gonna be a point awarded.
So-
Even if you block it and you get hit, it's still point
It's
to the
still a
opponent.
point.
correct.
Oh.
Yeah.
So basically.
be elusive.
Oh, so although it's not a clean hit, a bit touch a bit, it's
So
still
as
a
long as
point.
it's contact, it's a point, right?
Right.
Oh,
Is there
okay.
a maximum number of points you can score and then it's like GG?
No, not
It just
to,
goes until the
not to
90
my
seconds.
knowledge, Steve. My apologies if I don't know that one. My
Yeah,
bad.
because like literally, we want to know also like how. So basically, is there a draw?
Okay,
Ah.
so if at the end of 3 rounds
Yeah,
there's a draw,
yeah.
there's a 30-second sudden death.
30 seconds sudden death.
That's correct.
First hit? Is
no,
that right?
no,
Or
you just go 30
seconds?
seconds. Yeah, another 30 seconds. So imagine like if you're boxing, 12 rounds is a draw. Nah,
Yeah.
you got another round, guy, go get him. You know. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, like
So we have clean hits. We have 360. So a 360 is when you have the pillow and then you swing around, do a 360 turn, hit someone cleanly,
that's correct.
right? That's 3 points. Are there any other?
Extra
5 points
points.
for a knockdown.
5 points for knockdown.
A
Okay.
knockdown is a
That means not standing and you.
So
lie
yeah,
down.
so
You
it's
fall.
equivalent to
You
when a knee touches the ground.
Oh,
Okay, Gotcha.
Yes. Yeah, it's very much like boxing.
Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
So knee touch the ground, 5 points.
Mhm.
You get.
Damn. You get a pillow out of your hand. That's the round over, right?
Oh, that one finished.
It's rare. It's
Oh,
a rare
okay,
one,
okay.
but it happens.
And then like it's like just now. There's you spin, you hit
A 360.
a 360 turn, and then you get 3 points. Is there like if you jump and then you smack it, then you get a point? Or,
I guess that's a clean point as well, right?
clean.
or just a clean point.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's more like this called the showmanship of the show. You know.
Yeah, well, I
Okay.
watch those.
Yeah.
Well, that's fancy.
Yeah,
That's some
yeah.
fancy Tekken stuff going on there.
Tekken, yeah, right. Yamashitsu, right?
You
We
know,
got
get that
going on.
Mortal Kombat like pillow X-ray into the skull, cracking it. Anyways, I'm divulged.
I want to ask about the like because in the ring, like other combat sports,
Yeah.
they have a referee inside.
Mhm.
So is there a referee in the ring?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
There needs to be.
Yeah, he.
It's not all AI yet, okay? AI hasn't replaced everything
So the
just
referee
yet.
will count. Who's gonna count the points? Is the referee, or he's just making sure it's fair? And
No,
stuff?
of course, you need some law and order in there, you know?
Okay.
It'll also be anarchy. You don't want that.
Yeah.
Anarchy in a pillow fight. Imagine that.
You go, stop it! Put the pillows down, boy. Okay.
Okay. Anything else that you wanna ask, or regarding on how to fight with the pillow?
I think that will come up later on, but I am very curious about something, but
Yes.
it's completely different.
Different. Okay. Attire. I wanna ask. When
Okay.
you're in the ring, what do you need to wear? Is like pajamas ke?
No.
You know, I
But
don't
do
know.
you have a pajamas league? Would that be a thing?
Maybe we can
Like a
start that out here.
midnight, like a midnight,
I think we can start this.
pajama bash.
Meet my new creative director. He's right here.
You have to have the right number of stripes on your blue blue pants.
The midnight pillow fight in your PJs.
And it has to have color. We're not accepting white, grays, and blacks. It has
Too
to
boring.
Yeah.
Oh,
pink, yellow,
Need to have
fluorescent
a
green.
certain
That's
cartoon
right.
character also.
Yeah, exactly. Fluffy things.
Okay. So back to the attire.
Attire, yes.
Yeah.
That's-
So what do you wear? Do you wear like shorts, long pants? Yeah. In order to fight. in
Yeah,
the-
so shorts and a tank top normally.
Okay.
It's usually sponsored.
Okay.
That's usually the attire for pillow fighting.
Do athletes wear mouth guards just in case? Or
That's
is
a
that
great question. I
normally
mean,
not
there's no
important?
rule that says you cannot wear a mouth guard.
Okay.
So yeah.
And you don't wear any gloves, or for the fight?
No,
No gloves. So
No,
it's
no
just
gloves.
short and shirt.
that's correct.
Barefoot? Kaki ayam? Barefoot?
Normally, it's people out there wearing sneakers. Well, no, wait. Hold on. I've seen some barefoot. No, that's not true. I've seen it. Yeah.
I've seen the Joker.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
Joker?
Who is that guy?
The character, huh?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So you are allowed to wear face paint into
I
the
mean,
ring.
you know, this is about like
Yeah.
expressing yourselves, right? And it's pillow fighting. So why not?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I just remember seeing a fight going, there's a Joker.
There's a Joker.
Yeah, like a full Joker
Yeah,
makeup.
yeah, I saw.
Fighting professionally in the ring. I'm
There
like,
it is.
wow.
Isn't that an amazing story?
That's really cool. I
Right?
mean, that's the first time I've
Who
seen
wants to
a...
be Batman? Anybody here?
There
Batgirl?
should be.
What do we
There
got?
should be. There should be. Like, just get Darth Maul out. Full on face paint.
What was his name? Bane? The big dude.
Yeah,
who
Bane with
Yeah,
the mask.
yeah.
Just
we
wear a
need
mask.
Bane.
Okay.
That's who we need.
I mean, I think you just need a themed
right?
Batman league.
We can potentially do something.
Get all the
with regards
villains
to
in
that.
and see who's the ultimate one.
So
That would be hilarious
Just a
and awesome.
question.
creative
watch.
director.
This PFC Pillow Fight Championship, prior of this recording, you told me that it has been in different countries already, and it's expanding and it's growing every day. More and more people know about PFC. Even like the official social account it's like verified and he has hundreds and hundreds of
I think what I
followers and all.
just want to add, just like
Yeah.
what 2 billion accumulative views.
Yeah,
Yeah.
over 2.5 billion actually.
Yeah,
you go,
so like
2.5
it
billion.
is growing and yeah,
Crazy.
and I think it's about time. And maybe we're a bit late to know about all this, but is it purely entertainment, or is it like in the future it's gonna be in the games or Olympics or I don't know something? Yeah,
Funny you say that.
yeah. Just a
So
question.
Steve has been on record saying that one of his goals is to have pillow fighting in the Olympics.
In the Olympic.
Yes, and that's another one of my motivations for being out here.
Okay.
Not only do I see the potential in bringing families together, having a lot of fun, and from a business aspect, say monetizing and so forth, different avenues. My creative director eyes just lit up. He sees it. Anyhow, there.
I saw it. I was like,
Sees
oh
it.
yeah, that's great.
But in order for a sport to have that traction, you need
Okay.
an international global presence, right?
Yes. Yes.
So one of the ambitions out here is to exclusively have PFC Southeast Asia be hosted by Malaysia. So
Okay.
Malaysia is the exclusive hub for Southeast Asian Pillow Fight Championship International.
That is what you and Steve are discussing on it.
That is correct. That's one of the things that I had mentioned to him as to my ambition and motivation for wanting to spearhead efforts out here. I see a lot of potential, Malaysia is an amazing place.
Okay.
My son and I have been out here since November 2023.
Yeah, we want to ask why Malaysia itself, which
Yeah.
I think, which is why what you're getting into
Okay,
right
so
here.
basically, like, because
What
I
transition?
in the combat sports in our neighboring countries is much more.
It's much more vibrant. Like
Yeah.
Thailand is like
The Muay Thai,
huge,
and like it's like, and possibly other countries also, our neighbors' countries.
Philippines also is pretty big with
Philippines,
their martial arts scene.
boxing and all.
Yeah.
And Manny Pacquiao out
Manny
there.
Pacquiao
Yeah,
and all.
exactly.
What made you and Steve from
Yeah.
Pillow Fighting Championship want to expand? Because you said that in the other countries, the awareness of Pillow Fighting Championship is not there yet, and you want to start with Malaysia.
That's correct.
Yeah,
Right.
so why Malaysia?
Firstly, thank you for choosing us, and secondly,
Yes,
but also
why?
Why, right? The big why question.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So it's going to maybe a little sentimental depending on your perspective here. So
Okay.
August 2021, I caught COVID.
Okay.
And years later, still, I go through certain symptoms like some deeper breathing issues. And we're going to go backtrack. 2014,
Okay.
my intuition spoke to me.
Okay.
And my intuition says, Tommy, because that's what all my friends would call me.
Okay.
Tommy, you need to go to Malaysia. And I was like, yo, wait a minute. Where's Malaysia? I don't even know where Malaysia is.
You
Just
don't
being
know
real.
where Malaysia? Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah, where's Malaysia? So then I get COVID.
Okay.
And I'm like, I'm not getting better. And at the time, my son and I were living in Antalya, Turkey. Beautiful place. And I notice, and I'm like, man, I feel like I'm going to just transition, which is AKA death in, societal terms.
Okay.
And I'm like, I got to do something. So then my intuition came back. I wrote my obituary in June 13th of 2023. I have it on my phone. So June 18th, my intuition says, you got to go to Malaysia. And I said, okay. Now I'm going to find out where Malaysia is. So then I did some research and I said, I'm going to go to Malaysia. So then October, my son and I come to Malaysia. It's so funny. Just divine timing, I guess you would say. So we arrive about 2 o'clock in the morning. We couldn't really sleep too much. So then we're staying at Quill City Residences. Cool place. And right next to it, there's a mall. So we figure, hey, you know what? It's about 8:30 in the morning. Let's go get something to eat. So we walked down the stairs. And at the time, they were still selling their units. And my background's actually real estate. Anyhow.
Yes.
So get in the elevator. I hear this dude. And he was coughing. I'm like, yo, you all right, man? He goes, well, I go through long COVID. I said, oh, sorry. I said, oh, well, so do I. And so he goes, what are you dealing with? So he goes, hold on. I'm going to give you my TCM's, direct line, direct contact. I had no idea what the hell TCM was. No clue, right?
Okay.
I'm from the West, just no idea.
Okay.
And so anyway, I contacted TCM. His name is Eric.
Okay.
Amazing guy. And so I make an appointment, and we do something called wet cupping.
Okay.
You guys familiar with wet cupping?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is all the traditional Chinese medicine
Yeah,
and
cupping
stuff.
lah.
Yeah.
Bekam,
Quick
bekam,
FYI,
that's what
I'm
in Malay.
my overall resonation. I resonate very well with the Eastern culture and philosophies and using natural medicine to heal and so forth. I've always resonated with that. Always.
Okay.
There's something magical and mystical about this place. But anyhow, we could say that for another time. So we're doing some wet cupping, and my blood is like, it looks like hydrogels and it's clotting. I'm like, well, shit, no wonder why I can't breathe here. I'm having a hard time breathing. So that one thing led to another thing. I did a lot of research. I got in touch with a German physician who's wrote thousands of hours on COVID and so forth. Okay. He got me in touch with a team out in Connecticut. So now we're going to make the flight we did Turkey to Malaysia, now Malaysia, back to the U.S., Connecticut. I had my blood drawn out, going through ozone gas, run under 120 cc's of infrared, and repumped right back into my body. So for like 3 weeks, almost 4 weeks, I felt like crap.
Okay.
But then I started to notice a difference here. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute, maybe there's hope. Because again, June 13th, I wrote my obituary. And so from that point, in the middle of that, I had made an appointment with a place called 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙇𝙎, with a physician called 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼𝑑𝑅I, who's a natural holistic physician. So I waited 2.5 months. So I get to Connecticut in January, get back over here in April, 2024 now. So I've been seeing him and so forth. Without Malaysia, okay, I'm not convinced that Thomas would be here today.
Wow.
So I owe Malaysia my life. And that's the way I see it.
Wow.
So that's from a personal perspective here.
Okay.
Aside from business, aside from how amazing PFC is and what we're going to do here and what we're doing right now, that's me.
Wow.
Okay.
Exclusive, For the first time ever, you share that story.
It's very personal. I mean, business is great, and we go with the business. We all going to make a living, but to have that aligned with a personal experience and a personal connection is something else too.
Yeah,
that's great. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you for sharing it.
Appreciate it. Appreciate the platform.
I was like, where is this going? But in the end, I'm like, oh, that's why lah.
So then from there, was that why you chose Malaysia, or it just so happened that
divine timing,
coincided?
it just coincided.
Wow.
I was looking at the markets out here, and then I spoke to Steve and like, wait a minute, Steve, there's good opportunity out here.
There is.
Really good opportunity. So then obviously you really can't do too much without your health, especially if you can't breathe, right? Yet alone have I don't know, some kind of brain fog and so forth. So I always said to myself, if Thomas is fortunate enough to get healthier and healthier and healthier, and that's my inspiration over there, my son, I said, I want to take pillow fighting to the next level. And if I'm allowed the opportunity with regards to Steve giving it to me, and that trust, because there's a big trust here. We've known each other for about 3.5 years now. Then I'm going to do everything I can with some assistance, right? To make it happen.
But you were assigned, but basically in the States.
Before Malaysia, I'll get there right now. Before Malaysia, Steve and I have been dancing around for a year because I saw the potential, like, I got to get involved, So I come from a very, very diverse background, have many different contacts in different networks and different industries. And I've been all over blockchain since 2012. I've been all over technology with regards to different aspects of it since about 2017, 2018. I usually see things before it happens, about 5 to 10 years. So I see this IP and I'm like, this can transcend and easily be integrated into various different industries. Different business models can come out of it. But you need to have like a one or two major theme behind it, right? And from my perspective here, it's bringing people together in a safe and healthy environment, but yet it's fun and competitive. And it's not necessarily a combat sport. It's more of a contact sport.
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Two
So
different
it's
thing, eh?
more of a
Yes.
contact. You would say it's more of a contact thing.
Yes.
You don't really, because like even you hit it or you touch, you already got points.
No, yeah, exactly.
yeah.
It doesn't have to be a hard hit. It just has to be a clean one.
Yeah.
There you go.
yeah.
Or some kind of contact.
Right.
And it's is expanding and awareness in Malaysia is the first country that you are tasked with, or there's a team that, and you've already done it in different other countries as well. Yeah. That's
So
the
number
question.
one, it's not necessarily that I was tasked with.
Okay.
Steve never said, I want you to do this in Malaysia.
Okay.
There's more of a collaborative, many conversations, and I would tell him what's going on and so forth. And then I brought it up to him one day. And that's basically how it came about. But not necessarily tasked to do it. Okay. We are currently in 7 different countries with hopefully 8th in Malaysia. And that comes down to officially making it in a sport, the 103rd sport in Malaysia.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes. But just wanted to make sure that this has happened organically. And I think in life, organic is more of like it was meant to be. Because in business, you can put so much money behind something, but it doesn't mean it's going to be a success. Right?
The Lord of the Rings TV show on Amazon, $1 billion.
Look at that.
It's like, ugh.
And
Yeah.
you know, when the message of your product or your service is delivered in an organic word of mouth kind of way, that's a different delivery and it hits home differently. And then if you do that correctly, the money then gets pumped into your sport, be your content distribution, whether it's domestically or internationally and or both, sponsorship. There's so many different avenues to exploit there, right? Exploit in a good way, not a bad way. So it's a different kind of channel, I guess you would say, in which your overall brand is being delivered to the masses.
Okay.
It's more powerful, I think.
Wow.
You mentioned a couple of times of how communal, building community is very important to you. And
For all ages.
for all ages, but
Yes.
but specifically, we've lost touch and disconnected. What would you say PFC, or not just PFC, but pillow fighting as a sport has over other sports and activities in regards to community?
Yeah.
What?
Differentiate, is it?
Yeah, like no. Why does it have a one up over others?
Yeah.
Maybe according
Okay.
to you, because obviously
If you can sell.
you're very
to-
passionate about
yeah.
this. You care
Yeah.
about this, not just from a business perspective, but building communities, accessibility. So what would you say is, what are the reasons that make pillow fighting stand out, according to you?
For me, I look at us. Okay, let's go backwards here. I think all sports play a role
Okay.
in some way.
Okay.
So without boxing, would we have MMA? Without MMA, would we have pillow fighting? Because if you think about it, right, these sports combine different skillful perspectives, different athletic attributes. And do you get from point A to point B without one or the other? And I think dynamically, they all play a role. And like UFC's done an amazing job with their brand, right? I take nothing away from them. I mean, shoot, TKO buying WWE, everything has like its organic root, shall I say, right?
Okay.
Just as we do, right?
Yeah.
But I think that we all play a role in producing each other's audience.
Hmm.
Okay.
And I don't necessarily think that, you know, one is the one all be all, or we stand out the most or anything like that. I think that we all are part of this ecosystem and we contribute perhaps differently. And we create this amazing magic combined. Yeah.
That's a beautiful answer. Because like we asked you to sell about pillow fighting only, but you said like in order for you to sell this, you need to have the other sports as well.
No, you
Yeah,
need
it
to
is true.
recognize what came before.
That's why
Absolutely.
Better Call Sukan is. We don't just focus on one, we focus on all.
Has to be, yes.
Yeah. Okay. We're part of the second half of the show. You spoke about how pillow fighting, the fighting, why expanding here. Now we just want to ask you, what's your step and what's the coming here? Thank you for being here. Also, we will.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. What have
Thank
you
you very
done, and what's your efforts and the guidelines for you to expand in this country and about awareness? Yeah, because as much as we want to help you, but some people listening to us also maybe don't really follow our social media, so you better follow us now.
Yes.
So
This is the very first interview, podcast, any kind of media arrangement for PFC, and it's being done right here at Better Call Sukan. Okay.
yeah. So what is your goals and aim for your strategic? Yeah. If you want to disclose it, or just give a bit teaser and about it.
Yeah.
The strategy of PFC in Malaysia?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've been very fortunate to have met one or two really great people here
Okay.
who have been helped guide me
Okay.
as to who to contact. And I always wanted to do things the right way, I guess you would say.
Okay.
And if our goal as PFC, mine is Thomas, is to do your very best to make sure all communities are inclusive of our amazing sport, then who better to have as a partner than the government?
Okay.
So that was one of the first initiatives.
Okay.
So I was led to speak with certain people within the Ministry of Tourism,
Okay.
within the Ministry of Sports. They've been absolutely amazing with me. Amazing with
wonderful. That's
PFC as a
wonderful.
brand. Yes. Nothing negative to say about them. Nothing. I don't know. I've heard some interesting stories. I don't have that experience.
Okay.
We are currently partnered with the Ministry of Tourism.
Okay.
So we're very excited about that.
Nice.
Thank you very
Nice.
much.
Yeah.
We were very honored and privileged that they trust us enough to partner with us, number one. Malaysia has such a rich traditional way about it, culture, values, principles. So that hits home,
Okay.
number one. Number two, we're currently engaged with the Ministry of Sports.
Okay.
We have a contact. I don't know if I think I can. I don't know. He's an amazing guy.
Okay.
And yes,
Amazing guy.
Amazing guy.
Yeah. The name is amazing guy. Okay.
Yes, that's all we need to
That's
know.
all we need to know.
Elias. Anyway,
Okay.
amazing guy. He's been instrumental in guiding. Right now, we're waiting for direction
Okay.
to see what the next step's going to be. But we're currently engaged with the Ministry of Sports. Again, we want to make sure that we do our absolute best to have everyone included.
And are you
Right.
alone from PFC in this country? Actually,
That is correct.
you don't have. You have Elijah.
Oh,
helping.
no, I'm sorry. Yeah, I thought you meant from a business perspective. Sorry. Yes, my son is here.
Yeah.
Yes, we're here, and my son goes with me to about 98% of the meetings
Okay.
Fantastic.
that I have. I allow him to speak, no worries.
Okay.
He's getting a front seat education.
Yeah, like, okay, nothing against school, okay, a little personal, but they don't teach you business. They don't teach you the art of socially speaking with other people.
They don't.
The mind is so underused, and creativity, I think, is so essential for the overall development of an individual.
Yep.
And if that is limited, especially a child at a certain age, I don't see any benefit behind that. Now, people say, Tom, well, what about him making friends? Okay, I understand that point. But if you look at him now, he's right here. He's listening, right? I'm sure that maybe if you guys had parents who were business people, or just really, I don't want to sound like this, but who really were active, because you have many moms and dads out there, they're just not active, okay? And just being very blunt. They're not active. And there's a big difference between being a mom and an active parent, okay? Or dad and an active parent. No one gets a free pass because you had a child. Sorry. Anyhow, so when you have that bond, or you develop that bond, and you're fortunate enough to have your child with you side by side, especially traveling the world.
Wow.
Why would I ever want to subject him to just going to school? Okay. He learns online, right? Yeah. So what for me, it's just a no-brainer.
My next question is very nice for you to share that, and it is forever going to be here, and he grows old, if he listens back, I'm sure he's going to be very proud of you listening to this. Nice. With PFC, with Steve, do you have a KPI? Like, okay, if you don't spread the awareness, or you don't do an event, something in Malaysia by some time, you have to come back, or you have to go and do different country. Is there what's the like the deal? Or
is there something like that, or has he just given you full license just to see what happens?
No. It's full license. I won't give out the terms, but we have a good amount of time to do what we need to do out here. Give it our best efforts. There's not necessarily, well, you have to hit this goal and target. No. For that, I just work a 6-7 figure job. If I really wanted, then go work corporate. Like nothing like that. Okay. We talk almost every day. Okay. He's always in the loop with regards to what's going on out here, as I am privileged to know what's going on with regards to what his initiatives are. Yes. And he's very satisfied with regards to what's going on.
That's fantastic.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
You talked about your ability to sense shifts happening, movements, be it technology. I think you, in a separate interview, you saw esports becoming a fully recognized sport.
Holy shit, this guy. So, creative director for a reason.
So in regards to PFC, what do you foresee it becoming? I think we talked about the Olympics, but beyond just having a hallmark of fame, what else do you see it or envision it to be in its full bloom?
Is it PFC or a different kind of championship?
Yeah, what do you...
Pillow fighting different? I mean, not just PFC. Like any other organization is doing also. What do you see?
As you mentioned, I'm on record in saying esports would become an official Olympic sport many years ago.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. PFC will become an Olympic sport.
Okay.
It will.
Okay.
That's not just because I represent PFC or I own the rights to it out here. I can put that aside. It's going to become an Olympic sport. Years ago, HBO had something called Boxing After Dark.
Okay.
And Boxing After Dark was on Saturday nights, usually about 11 p.m., sometimes 10, usually 11. And it featured the superstars of tomorrow: Roy Jones Jr., Manny Pacquiao, Ricky Hatton, Floyd Mayweather, before they were actually like main...
Mega stars.
Exactly. And you would see this with the UFC and their Ultimate Fighter series. But HBO Boxing After Dark really set the standard of storytelling and building that vested interest for the audience and their fighters. And they invested their time and their energy. And you saw where they came from. Like Bernard Hopkins was from Philadelphia, right? You know about Philadelphia, right?
I know of, yes.
Yeah. Fighter's place. And where I'm going with this is, from there you'd have these amazing fights. Arturo Gatti versus Arturo Gatti and Mickey Ward. Crazy fights, amazing. And then they would go on to become pay-per-view superstars. Floyd Mayweather, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I think that we have the potential to produce real-time, vested people, vested athletes in pillow fighting, and watch their character develop. Because we are a blend of sports and entertainment. And I think that can take on a life of its own, number one. Number two, outside of, say, like mainstream Hollywood and so forth.
Yes.
One of the reasons why I wanted to come on here, and why, number one, first time ever, is because of the grassroots efforts. Now, if you look at Life and Fitness, this is actually our first partner. We'll be introducing something called PFC Family.
Life and Fitness.
Life and Fitness.
This is the one above Common Man Roasters.
That is
that
right.
the one in
TDI.
In TTDI. So this is this one you have partnered with a gym.
It
in
used to be
TTDI.
Anytime Fitness.
Oh,
One
yeah.
of those Anytime Fitness, and they switched it. It
Right.
became something else.
So what we're going to be doing is be introducing PFC Family, Life and Fitness. Big shout out. They're amazing group.
Okay.
Amazing gym. Owners.
So that is one of your strategy also.
Grassroots. Yeah, because
grassroots, yeah.
to grow the community, to have members of Life and Fitness look and, okay, listen. My son and I, right? What if I had a corporate job and my hours were from 8 to 6?
Okay.
Now, if I wanted to go to the gym, right? And if my son, whether he's physically in school or online learning, that's going to be challenging for me to spend some time with him, right?
Sure.
But now what if there's a kid's course with regards to pillow fighting, class going on? Now we can be at the gym at the same time. I'm doing my thing, he's doing his thing, and I'm probably going to be like, yo, what the? This is dope, right? And now we get to build a bond together.
As opposed to having to dump your kid in a daycare.
Dump your kid in a daycare. And I'm not saying that's wrong or anything,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Everyone makes choices, right?
But this is what you are preferring to
Yes.
do.
I think it's great because a lot of parents, there's just a struggle of just trying to find time to spend with your kid, to do your own thing, and if you can integrate it, all the more better. Because all my friends' kids,
I think
they want to spend time, they can't. The parents have to work and do things. It's just not integrated.
Today's topic is not just pillow fighting; it's fatherhood also.
It's a father. It's no, but that's why the community building.
Yeah,
not
yeah,
just
yeah.
between
Yeah.
especially with families. I think that will resonate with a lot of people here.
Yeah, because
Thanks very much.
overall we're about to end the show, but I honestly thought that from Thomas' side, he's just gonna say, "Oh, pillow fighting is this.
Nah.
Do this." Nah, man, it's just this. It's really it's a wholesome kind of like.
I'll be honest, like I'll admit it as well. When people first tune into this, they're gonna think it's a joke.
Yeah, that's why.
They will. They'll be like, "What is this?
Yeah,
What is this?" And then as they get to know more, like I did, it's gonna change how they think. And with you sharing the community aspects, it's really, you talk about grassroots and growing big. I completely see it.
Yeah,
I completely see it now.
And I'm
excited. I'm
we
excited
are
for
excited.
you.
This is my creative director. You better be excited, right?
Excited. the fact that these things are possible now.
Yeah.
When it wasn't in the past.
But one more, last one,
Okay.
before we're gonna wrap up everything.
Let me just say something real fast. Is that
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
Okay, cool, dope. Malaysia is I've obviously established Malaysia is an amazing place.
Yes.
with regards to like life, right? You go to work, you go to the mall. There's tons of malls out here, right? We spoke without that early. Anyway, tons of
So
malls. Anyway, and obviously you go to your place of worship, and there's esports.
Yes.
There's badminton, right?
Yes.
But there's room for so much more.
Yes.
Especially again for families and or individuals, that place to be like, damn, let's just go have a effing pillow fight and go have some fun and potentially be on TV and be sponsored and that's the key.
Okay.
You know, that is the key. Anyway.
Yeah. I just want to ask: is it amateur or pro? Because like this pillow fighting, if like once we're done, like people go to, hey Kai, so pillow fighting, is it like a? Because you said I see videos people like as a joker face. Is it like a wrestling thing or is it like a boxing thing?
I think honestly, there are rules, but you can really tailor it to what you want.
Yes.
You can really express yourself.
So that's the answer.
Unlike a lot of other sports out there.
Yes,
a lot of things out there.
A lot of things.
So
he knows.
So basically, it's a sport. It's entertainment, but also there's specific rules as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, but for pillow fighting in the whole world, the rules is basically the same, lah. How the pillow is.
Universal, but there's room for innovation.
Okay.
And if anyone knows anything about myself, I know how to innovate.
All right. We also a big shout out to Life and Fitness.
For
Changing families for the better.
Yes, we're starting in BSC Bangsar.
Okay.
Oh, so it's going to start in Bangsar itself.
Yes, that is the plan, to run a pilot program.
Okay.
So if anyone listening is interested, the way to go is to go
get
to
in touch
Bangsar.
with me, or you can go to Bangsar. You can get in touch with me.
Is there a page? Yeah, what page can they follow you at?
Email? I'll get personal here.
Yeah.
Interconnectedness.
Okay.
It's Thomas @FightPFC.com.
It's going to be in the link anyways, right?
Yeah, it's going to be in the link.
All
Yeah.
good. People
Thanks
will
for
know.
plugging.
Check out the link
And
save your family.
okay, we're gonna give for you before you give your we're gonna go to rapid fire questions.
Are you
This
ready?
and that.
Hey.
I added a few if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
Just one.
I just wanna give you an opportunity to like, actually, just now to like say if this is the time where this you have a shot to say to people, the listeners, the viewers out there, how do you convince them about PFC or pillow fighting for them to, look on and try to, take it on?
Great question. So, if anything that I said resonates with you today, whether it's on an individual basis, you have a family, then listen to that. Yes, we are a fun, dynamic, really cool sport that obviously you practice to become better and better. But there's a different element here that is more, I would say, on the inspirational side of things that brings people together. And when you hold the pillow and you actually get in there, it takes on a life of itself. And don't knock it until you try it.
Okay. I will try it after this. Thank you so much. Social media for PFC actually. Where to follow this type?
Pillow Fight Champion.
Pillow Fight Championship.
Right? That is correct.
On all social media.
270,000 followers.
Yeah.
Something
over
like that.
2.5 billion impressions.
Yeah.
Yes.
FightPFC.com.
Actually, do you think this is possible? Could we later on? Oh, we'll actually keep this as content, right?
Yeah.
Demonstrate how you do a 360. I want to know how it feels.
Okay.
I think you guys can go at it. It's all right.
Okay, we're gonna
quick fire questions.
Rapid fire questions.
You start, Ari.
This dad with Thomas from PFC. This dad. Okay, we start with a simple one. We've been here. So, nasi lemak or roti canai for breakfast?
Oh, shoot, man. They're so good.
Ah.
Ooh. I got to choose one?
Yeah?
Oh, shoot.
If you have to.
Oh,
And then both is
let's
good?
go nasi.
Okay, nasi lemak. All right.
That's a great question, right? I'm a big foodie. We are big foodies. Just to let you know.
Yeah.
Good to
Okay.
know.
Next question, Kai.
What's your favorite mall in Malaysia? Since we talked about it.
Oh my goodness. Like the millions of them.
Is it Quill City Mall?
8 on each corner or something. Anyway, what do you think? Wanutama? You like Wanutama?
Yeah, come up here.
Come on, buddy.
You're answering questions too.
Oh, okay.
This is Elisha,
This is Elisha.
guys.
Okay, you have to speak at the mic, yeah? You have to speak
Right here,
at the
buddy.
mic.
Go over here.
Okay.
Go.
My favorite mall is I City Mall.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, City Mall. That's a
Big
pretty good mall.
one.
It's huge. It's got a skating ring too.
Is that the one with IKEA in it as well? No.
That's
right?
my
No,
town.
this one.
Oh, that's my town.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, yeah.
I'm thinking.
All
See, I
right,
don't even know my malls.
Next question. We're gonna ask: Is it this is back to pillow fighting? Satin pillowcase or cotton pillowcase?
Ooh. Satin.
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 All right, Kai, your turn.
Strategic planning or on the fly improvisation?
It's got to be a mixture of both.
Mixture of both. Hybrid. But
Yeah,
if
it's
you had to
gotta be
lean
hybrid.
towards one, say it's both, but you have to lean towards one to execute something. What would you do? What would you lean more towards?
The younger, inexperienced Thomas would say the second option.
Okay.
But I like to think that I matured a little bit. So I'm going to go with the first one.
Okay. Got it. So strategic planning.
Okay, pillow fight at a professional event or pillow fight with your son at home.
Are you being smart? Are you kidding me? You being smart? That's yeah. He does. He does. You know, I got no chance.
Okay.
One time.
Yeah, you can speak at the
No,
mic.
go for it.
Yeah,
Go for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just speak
Don't
one
forget
time.
to speak the mic one time.
One time, me and Daddy were at storage, and we had some pillows, and I decided to be. It was a very good battle, but I won the match.
I'll take that rather than you're in a mall and you're going up an escalator and then your son decides to just right in the nuts. All right. I'm just saying. I'll take that any day of the week.
I've done that before in Turkey.
Okay.
Okay. This is a question for both of you.
Okay.
Which movie character would you paint on your face before a fight?
Oh. Mine will be Iron Man.
Iron Man?
Yes.
All right.
That's why
We got a Joker, man. We got a Joker. So we gotta ask.
You want honest? It's the Joker.
It's a
Okay.
Joker.
It
You
is
mean
a Joker. It would be.
Which Joker? Heath Ledger's Joker?
Give me some.
of course.
How can you not? I mean,
Yeah, I
listen, I know you got Jack Nicholson. I get it. But Heath Ledger was
fair enough.
Yeah.
He defined
amazing.
He defined the Joker
Yeah.
for a generation. So
But Iron Man's
Absolutely.
cool too.
Iron Man
Iron Man is great.
Iron Man's cool
Absolutely.
too, Elijah.
This is
It's like-
Iron Eli right here.
Yeah,
Eli,
yeah.
Eli Iron.
Yes.
All right, next question. Feather pillow or memory foam pillow? What does that mean? Yeah.
I
memory
sleep.
foam.
Oh, yeah.
I sleep with both.
Okay.
I do. I
Okay.
sleep with one on one side and one on the other side, and my neck just comfortably places.
Okay.
He knows.
He knows. he knows about his pillows.
He knows.
Okay, next
He
one.
knows. Okay. Do you guys watch anime?
He's like, what?
Do you watch cartoon?
Yes.
Okay. Which cartoon character would be on your pillowcase if you could custom build? So if this had a picture of your favorite cartoon character, what would it be?
Yeah, you have to say.
You can't say
it
Iron
to the
Man.
mic. Say it to the
Okay.
mic.
Okay. If you have two,
Spider-Man.
okay.
Come here, buddy.
Spider-Man's on
Say
one
it.
side.
Go ahead.
Say it to the mic.
Spider-Man. The
Spider-Man's on
symbiote one.
Spider-Man's on one side. Who's on the other one? Other side.
You have to say it to the mic. You have to say it to the mic.
Probably Ultron.
Oh,
Ultron. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, is it Thomas?
Thomas, who's on your pillow?
All right.
It can't be a sponsor.
Right.
Be the Joker.
Although you sponsors definitely want to line up, okay?
Yeah,
we definitely need
Believe me.
sponsors though, guys. We need those.
Telling ya.
You need those. Everyone needs those sponsors. But yeah, who would it
Well,
be? Batman? Okay.
All right. Okay. Next question is.
Even though I said I'd like the Joker.
Ooh.
So what does that show? Duality.
Yeah. Joker face, Batman
There you
pillow.
go, baby.
Pillow as a weapon or pillow as a comfort object for you?
What in the world?
This is from the producer.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would you like
Producer.
to
Yes. So I believe when I read I think I salah baca. I read it wrong. But yeah, let's go to the next one. Pillow
No,
talk.
I will answer the question.
Oh, you're gonna answer?
It's
Okay.
the producer. Without him, would I even be here? Would we be here?
Without the
No.
producer?
Show
Yeah.
this man some
Yeah, yeah,
respect.
okay.
Weapon.
Put some respect on his name. Here we go.
Okay.
Okay.
So the question.
Yes, it would be a weapon.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
especially
can-
in a pillow fight.
Exactly. You can sleep on pillows all the time, but
Yeah.
when do you get the opportunity?
Yeah. Smash.
The equipment lah, right?
Okay, I have one more.
Yes.
That's okay.
Yes.
If you could watch two people alive right now, anyone fight with
Yes,
pillows,
yes.
who would you pick? Who would you watch to fight? It could be anyone.
Live or death?
It could be
Yeah, dead or
it could be
alive.
martial artists.
Yeah.
It could be world leaders.
Yeah.
It could be celebrities.
You know what's
Yeah.
funny?
Yeah.
It could be.
Okay, we're big pro wrestling fans,
Okay.
and there's a lot of symmetry between pro wrestling and pillow fighting. Just to let you guys know, whoever
Oh,
is gonna
okay.
be watching this, open to that partnership. Anyhow, it's so funny you asked this question
Yes.
because on the ride over here, I was thinking that, and I had two people inside, creative director. I can't make this up. They're from All Elite Wrestling.
Okay.
Okay.
They are lovely females,
Okay.
Mercedes Monet
Okay.
Okay.
and Tony Storm.
Okay.
I think that would be dynamic matches, especially with regards to their personalities, their showwomanship.
Oh yeah.
That's money, baby.
That's the whole thing is the showmanship and the finesse.
The style. How
Can
it's
you
made.
imagine that?
That would be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Awesome. And we're gonna yeah.
Yeah, we can't
Yeah.
forget.
I'll probably do Iron Man versus Doctor Doom.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
they can't use their weapon. They only use pillow.
Except we'll allow flying, right? They'll be flying is allowed.
Flying
Yeah.
can.
We'll have a
But
cage
they-
and flying is
flying in a
allowed.
cage,
Right.
but they
Yeah.
only can hit using the pillow.
Yes,
eh?
that's right.
Yeah,
Yes.
wow.
That's it.
Yes.
I would
Or
love to
sudden
watch that. I would love to
There
watch
has to be a
that.
sudden death.
Okay.
Sudden death pillow fight.
We're gonna give you. We're gonna ask you one more question. Any quotes that you keep in you that keeps you going every day can be for the both of you actually. Yeah.
Never let your ambition exceed your worth.
Okay. Do you have something, Eliza, that you always say to yourself? No.
No.
No. All right. Okay. Last words from you first, Mr. Kai.
Can't wait to see more pillow fighting. That's for sure. It's very interesting because I've watched marble racing during COVID when
Yeah.
that was a thing,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then car jutsu
Kaijutsu.
has
yeah.
been
Yeah.
a pretty big
Kaijutsu,
thing.
yeah.
So it's interesting to see with pillow fighting where that's gonna go. And after sitting and talking with you, I see it. I see it. Maybe not in the way you see it, but the promise of what it can be as well.
What do you say?
I mean, when you say communities, when you say Olympics, I think bringing people together. I see how it may not be in the same way as popular as pickleball, but I do see community families, events. Okay, maybe not so many people playing at the same time, but the actual sport, getting fit with it. I don't have to get so many things
Yeah.
to hop in. Just need a pillow and some comfortable gear.
Yeah.
And I'm in. Do I need shoes? Maybe not. But I need my face done.
Do I need to paint my
There
face?
needs to be I see a surge of face painters getting jobs and getting rich.
Pickleball is really cool. And like I said, we all are in this ecosystem and we share and so
Yeah.
forth. It's the diversity
Yeah.
that we're able to extend into.
Yeah. Of course.
So
Yeah.
I like your vision there.
Thank you so much. Also, before I give you to give your final thoughts, I want actually Elijah to actually tell people about what your thoughts about pillow fighting, Elijah?
Elisha.
Yeah, a bit. No, the mic is there.
It's a good sport.
Yeah. And are you proud of your dad that is doing all this? How do you feel about it?
Yes. It's very good. He's doing very good.
All right, thank you so much. And your final thoughts about give also for them again to follow on the social medias as well.
Yeah, so you can email me, thomas@5pfc.com. I want to thank you guys first and foremost for allowing me the platform to be here.
Yes.
I really had a great time. I appreciate the questions, especially with regards to researching who I was and so
Yes.
forth. It showed me you care. I can see the passion you guys have for pillow fighting. So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Haven't even seen a proper match, but already excited. Seriously, already excited.
Yeah.
It's dope. Maybe we can work. My creative director, okay? This is where I met him.
Guys, you may laugh at first, but trust me, couple videos and you'll see what's possible, and you'll definitely be like, maybe I should try it.
Yeah.
Or
You
maybe
can,
I should watch
you can
it.
go on our YouTube channel as well.
Yeah.
That's probably a good place to start, to
Pillow
be
fight.
honest with
Pillow
you.
fight
We'll,
championship,
add
right?
we'll add the link in
Yeah.
our YouTube channel as well.
We'll actually also be on ESPN in August.
Okay.
It's going to be a huge show. I tune into that. And please, again, PFC is going to be a community builder, fun, interactive. And that's what I mean. I'm a very innovative person. Experience in sports and entertainment. It's going to offer unique, scalable opportunities, not only here, but outside of Malaysia. And it's going to grow the economics behind a beautiful country.
That's cool.
So I highly appreciate your time in listening, and please give them a follow.
Okay, awesome.
Please subscribe.
Thank you, Elijah. Actually, just now I just thought when he said what face you want to do it, he already got the Harvey Dent already. Getting ready.
What, the two-face?
Okay, to everybody. Thank you so much for staying from the start to the end. Oh yeah, you want to say something, Elijah?
Again, who wants to see a pillow fight in Malaysia outside of a mall?
Oh,
Yes.
hold on here. Hold
Yeah.
on. Let me, before I go.
Oh wait. Oh, okay. He's
stripping on.
okay. He's standing up before
Anyhow.
Aini. Okay.
So,
You have to say it. I'm going to say it because the listeners. So basically, Thomas has stood up, and he's wearing a shirt. It's called PFC.
My kids.
My kids.
my Malaysia Pillow Fight Championship
Pillow fight
for kids.
for kids. Okay.
Oh, by the way, you
Hey,
see these?
Oh, we can see
I
the.
did this.
Oh, he did it.
This is my son's design, by the way.
Okay.
Oh,
he's-
wait. You have to tell everyone.
This right here was
Okay.
my design.
Okay.
The PFC.
Okay, basically it's a shirt that you designed with PFC. Awesome, thank you so much.
Yes.
And at the back of the shirt, what does it say actually?
The world needs a pillow fight.
Show the camera.
Yeah.
Camera's right there.
Where's the camera?
It's right there,
Right
right there.
there.
Right here, baby.
Yes.
Oh, might need a-
Pillow fight.
Ah. Okay.
There
Okay,
we
we'll
go.
try to get it because it was focused to us. We'll do it. We'll get it later.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. But yeah.
Hold on before we go.
Oh,
Hold on.
okay,
All
okay.
set here. All set.
Okay.
I've got some gifts here.
Oh, you got the gift?
Here.
Okay.
I knew you were gonna be here. I would have got you one creative director.
It's okay. It's
Next
fine.
time.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
So we have
All good.
for the producer.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
For the host.
Okay. Yes.
By the
Thank.
I'm already ready to.
Thank you so
Get it
much.
on.
Okay.
By the way,
I'm good. Yeah, by the way, yeah, you can say the mic first.
Speaking of
The mic.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
speaking of his long COVID, this is offset, by the way.
Oh, gross.
Here's his blood clotting.
That's his blood clotting. That's his blood clotting, guys.
This is why we're out here. My son's
Elisha's
wrapping
the
it up.
coolest kid I've ever met.
Okay, everybody, we're gonna wrap the show.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Which camera do I go? Okay, come, we can have a seat. One last
I'll
one.
go behind here.
Okay, come, Elijah, have a seat. Have a seat. Yeah.
You're sitting here now.
Yeah, you're sitting. Yeah. Okay. Okay, you can just. Okay, so everybody, don't forget to follow Better Call Sukan. for on all social media platforms. Thank you so much for staying from the start to the end. Kepada whoever yang listening, if you have any other cool spots like this, do let us know. We will definitely call them. Do also get in contact with PFC. Yes, PFC. It's gonna be big. We all hope the best from Better Call Sukan. We hope the best for PFC, for you, and also for Eliza. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Elisha, give us final words.
Yeah. Final words.
Oh, please go to if we have an event in BSC, please join the PFC family this way.
Yeah,
we
let's
can
go.
join.
All right.
PFC,
Okay. We're gonna end
Bring
the
in
show.
all the
It
kids.
should be either
The
next
mic.
month- It either should be in July or August. We're finalizing it. But
Okay.
just email me.
Bring your kids, bring your wife.
The mic. Okay. All right, everybody. I'm gonna end the show.
Yes.
My name is �12𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙇𝙎.
My name's Kai.
My name is Eliza. And
My name is Thomas Christopher.
And we will
Elferis.
see you soon. Bye-bye.
we'll see you. Bye.
Ciao.
Bye.
Audio Plus.